Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey, hey. 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 Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey.
Guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully everybody is doing okay. We're here and we are locked in and ready for another chaos show. And yeah, man, this one should be enjoyable. And yeah, just sit back, relax, and just enjoy the chaos, because I'm sure it's going to be chaos. Because it always is, especially shows with me. So yeah, bless up to everybody. Smash likes, hit the subscribe button. Everyone's link is in the description. So if you want to, go over and subscribe to someone that in there. I think I need to update a couple, but yeah, without further ado, though, let's actually get into the show. But yeah, bless up to everybody. Yeah, without further ado, let's go. So, first person I'll bring in is the man himself, Michael. How are you?
Yes. I'm fine, bro. What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, bro.
Nice. Excited for a lot of transfer topics. So yeah, guys, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's enjoy the show, man.
Yeah, 1,000, my brother, 1,000. Next person to bring in is Alfie.
Yes.
I'm going to call you Alf today because I don't think Alf is going to be here. And we won't let Prime go on today. My word.
Please don't. I don't want to hear about the 3 big chances again. Not again.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. 1,000, bro. But yeah, bless up, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Happy to be back on the Football Chaos show. Here for more transfer talk and here for another good time. So let's get into it. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, people.
1,000, bro. 1,000. So yeah, others will obviously join when they come in, obviously. We've got Touchline in here. So yeah, next person to come in is Touchline. How are you, bro?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Nah, not much, man. Not much. Just here to talk about certain things, bro. As always. You just had a shower or something, bro. You got a towel on your neck.
No, I just ran from Gatwick Airport, so I had to fucking get home, innit? I'm sweating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. There we go. But yeah, bless up to everyone. I think the first thing we'll start with is this Nico Williams bomber. So he seems to be doing a hooker setting, and he's literally going out to everyone. Barca now linked with him. Bayern are obviously linked with him. I think Chelsea are looking at him and Arsenal. I don't think neither of those clubs get him. Obviously, I'll get your guys' opinion in a sec. But on the Bayern take, we want him, but he wants big wages. That generally just is what it is. And obviously I can see you coming in, talking your shit as you always do. But yeah, I'll start with Alfie, bro. Obviously your club is linked to him, but your club's linked with everyone. What do you think of Nico Williams as a whole, bro?
I mean, apart from last season, obviously we know that he didn't have as good a season that we'd all expected him to after the Euros, but all round I think he's a very, very good player. I think he can provide a lot of things to whatever club he goes to, whether that be Bayern, Barca, Arsenal, Chelsea, you name it. I think he provides something different to what a lot of other clubs have already got. But like you said, he's on hooker settings right now. He's offering himself out to all sorts of clubs. But how much exactly is he asking for in terms of wages?
So it's the report is 20 million.
What, a year?
A year, yeah. So he'd be on the same money as Joshua Kimmich for us.
Jesus.
And he's what, 21 years old? So,
Nah, that's surely not 20 million.
Yeah, 20 million, bro.
20 million's 400 grand a week, bro.
That's what he wants, bro.
Yeah, he's smoking. Yeah, he said 12 million for Barca.
Yeah, because that's where he wants to go, bro. That's why.
Yeah.
Fuck
Go link up with his train track braces friend, bro. The little pussy himself. So, Michael, what do you think, man?
He's a decent player, but yeah, for that kind of wages, I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. 20 million is crazy. Wow. But yeah, what he's gonna do at Bilbao? He's not gonna. If he wants to get a good career, I think he needs to move right now this season, upcoming season. So yeah, I have a feeling he wants Barcelona, and I don't think he's interested in any other club. But I can maybe see him going to Chelsea. You never know. Chelsea always buy everyone, so maybe. But yeah, I think he waiting for Barcelona. But yeah, it's gonna be a long wait for him then.
No, I'm with you. I don't even know if they'll be able to register him, and that wasn't even a joke.
No, they would. They just get an extra month to register him. You know what I'm saying? Like they did with
Like
Danny
always.
Olmo, bruv. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they finally registered Olmo then.
Yeah, only took him fucking 6 months.
Jesus.
But yeah, I don't see him going to the Prem for me personally. I think it is Barca. I think that's, Spanish players do normally stay in Spain. Obviously, there's the odd few that have gone out, but this guy said you're going to have to get timed out for that, bro. You're just going to have to hold that. Yeah.
Listen, bruv. Yeah, don't make me start cussing your club out, mate. Yeah, exposing your club live on Football Chaos. Carry on, Liam. Sorry about
that. No. I get you, man. I get you. I just think, when it's the same thing normally with Italian players, they don't normally want to leave Italy. And I think, if he can go and play with his bum buddy Yamal, in Spain and one of the biggest clubs in Spain, then he's going to. I do believe the rumours that Bayern are in for him, and Bayern, he wouldn't mind coming to Bayern because at the end of the day it's a big club. But I think Barca is his. We're basically his side team. That's how I would see it. Bit on the
I
side.
think everyone's his side thing though. I think he just wants Barca.
Yeah. No, I agree 1,000. Would you take him touchline at United? I know he probably wouldn't fit your system, but would you take him?
No, I don't fit our system. He's a good player, but what you don't fit our system, there's no point.
But if you were to go and back to the Ten Hag system, I know you don't want Ten Hag obviously, but would you put him in that?
Well, he's better than Garnacho and better than no, because we've got Cunha, so Cunha would play there.
Okay.
Unless you want to put Cunha up front, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, I get you, 100%. What's the comment saying? Yeah, 100% smash the likes. Bless up, my brother. How are you? Nico Williams PR is from my fan base. Barca, there we go. Nico wants 12 at Barca. That tells you everything you need to know. Yep, we can laugh at Barca, but that's a team being 1,000. Barca. The thing is, Hansi Flick he's always gonna make that team into what it's going to be now. Look what he did with Bayern. Obviously, don't get it twisted. Pep Guardiola helped in make that team, and then obviously he left for City and so on and so forth. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll stay on Bayern for now though. We got a good one. Finally got rid of the fraud. I am lost for words. And when you finally think you're going to get rid of a shit player and then he has to play at the Club World Cup, my word, bro. Bro's got a bigger set of blue balls going, bro. Pause. Because I thought he was gone, and now I've got to see him play for Bayern for what was it? 3 games, then around the 60. Four more matches. I've got to watch this prick. And he's going to take a position out of the squad for somebody else to maybe do, have some impact or whatever. But yeah, I'll start with you, Touchline. What do you think of Leroy Sané going to Galatasaray as a whole?
I can't lie, I don't really know what to think of it, to be honest. I don't really think of Leroy Sané. I know he's linked with Arsenal and Spurs. I think he turned them down, or at least turned Spurs down.
He rejected Spurs.
I can't lie, it would have been hilarious seeing Sesko and Sané in a front three next season. That'd have been hilarious. But they've got away with one.
Right, mate.
That'd have been hilarious. But yeah, I think he's chasing the bag, isn't it?
Yeah, from what the reports were saying, Arsenal wanted to get that because obviously he was going to be on a free. Arsenal wanted to get their other business done and then get him in the end. That's what the reports from Germany were saying. I don't know if that's true or not. Obviously, you never know what's true and what's not true. But that would make sense because obviously they're trying to get Sesko, aren't they? They're linked to a Gokares, they're linked with these other players. So get Leroy Sané on a free in the end. Arteta knows him and whatever. So, but yeah, he definitely rejected Spurs. I think it's funny that no one speaks about him rejecting Al Hilal. And I'm not trying to talk shit because he is, what's his club or anything like that, just in general, because, that's big money. He's close to Turkey as well, from what I'm saying. Could be wrong. But, yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Michael, man? What do you think of him going to Galatasaray?
Yeah, this guy, his downfall, wow. From one of the best wingers in the Premier League to going to Galatasaray at 29, I think. Unbelievable, man. Of course you will be happy because he did nothing at your club. He's not the player he used to be at Man City anymore. So The transfer speaks for itself. 29 going to Galatasaray. I know they're trying to build something, but still going 29 already to the Turkish league speaks for itself, man. So yeah,
No.
get rid of.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 1000%. What do you think, Alf?
Well, I mean, we were obviously linked with Leroy Sane, but as you said, that we wanted to get our other business done. I mean, we're always pissing about when it comes to transfers, so I'm not really too surprised that Leroy Sane's ended up at Galatasaray. Obviously, I think maybe it's not the best move for him financially. Obviously, going to Al Hilal would have been brilliant for his financial future. But at the same time, I think he still wants to play in Europe. As far as I know, Galatasaray will be in European competition next season,
Yes.
whether they're Champions League or Europa.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess he wants to still play in Europe. So you can kind of understand why he's gone there. Still think it's hilarious that he's rejected Tottenham, but then again, I think it's hilarious when any player rejects Spurs. So
Everyone's rejecting him at the minute.
exactly. I mean, they barely managed to get Thomas Frank through the door, but we'll come on to that later on.
Oh.
Shots fired.
All
Spursy,
right.
innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Spursy. They may have won a trophy, man, but the Spursy thing still
this one.
exists. It still exists.
I'm not hearing this.
Yeah, before he goes on a tangent, bruv.
I'm not hearing this.
Welcome to the show, Charlie, my bro.
Thank
How
you.
are you?
Big up.
Thank you, Liam. Big up Liam. Big up the panel, of course.
Big
Big
up.
up the chat. Yeah, no, should be a good show. Great introduction, but yeah, we go on. So,
Look at Catalan trying to rage bait me, bro.
Bro, you could
Yes,
flex
mate.
it if you want, bro. I'll put you full screen.
yeah,
There we go.
Right,
Oh,
there.
yeah, wait. Get rid of that fucking Italian jersey. Like, what the fuck's going on? No, big up, man. Big up.
big up.
Yeah.
What's
do
he
you think-
flexing? Oh, well done. You won a Europa League.
Yeah. over
Yes,
you, bro.
yeah,
Relax.
Yeah.
mate. I
I also won the League Cup and beat them in the final. You know what I'm saying? So we can easily go there.
Thank you. Very nice. Very nice of you.
What do you
No
think?
worries,
What do you think, Charlie, of Leroy Sane going to Galatasaray?
Sane. I mean, first of all, like nobody actually knows if we were in for him or not. That could have easily been agent talk. That could have easily been anything. So, yeah, look, you guys can choose to believe what you read and stuff. I don't know if we were in for him or not. I mean, I don't believe much that I see, to be honest. There's a lot of rumors and stuff. But yeah, no, the Galatasaray move, look, it's interesting because if they get Osimhen, if they can get him back with Sane, with if they still have Mertens, I'm not sure. Or but that's that attack is really good because this is a team that they concede a lot, Galatasaray, but they score loads of goals. And I think you guys were talking about Champions League. I think they have already qualified. I saw somewhere that they've already been put into the group stage. So yeah, look, great signing for them. I mean, I know Galatasaray like to get these sort of big names through the door. But for Sane, though, look, it kind of proves that we see it when players kind of go, with all due respect, when players go to the Turkish league, kind of means that, look, they're kind of done, to be honest. Because, I mean, how many players have you seen go to the Turkish league?
To be fair, that is exactly what Michael said. He said
Yeah.
the exact same thing.
How many do you actually see that go there and then kind of come back to like a higher league?
Yeah,
you don't really see it. So I've just always felt, with the Turkish league, it's kind of like, look, with all respect, it's kind of a sign that the way the league is,
they won the league. They won the league.
Yeah.
So they're in Champions League.
Yeah, it's just one of them leagues where you go there and like, I don't see how a player can kind of come back, to be honest. So, look, Sane, I'm sure he'll be getting paid quite decent money there. So, for Galatasaray, for them to add to their attack, it's a good signing. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure Liam, I'm sure you Bayern fans are very happy to get rid of him. So,
Bro, I'm ecstatic, bro. And then it feels like I got slapped, Charlie, because then they're telling me he's playing at the Club World Cup, bro.
you got to
like,
endure like a month more of like Sane.
I got to endure 4 games, bro, and then he's
4 more games.
But yeah, no, Galatasaray as a whole, they're linked with a lot of our players. They're linked with Sasha Boy. Obviously, that's where he played before we bought him. They're linked to Goretzka. I don't know if they'll get him. I think he's going to run out his deal. I don't think they're linked with Serge. They're linked with somebody else. Kim. They're linked with Kim as well. So they look like they're getting Gundo as well. Gundogan from City. So yeah, man, they're doing a mad rebuild like for them. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do next season. 1000%. Let's talk about Pogba. It seems like he is linked with AS Monaco. They've offered him, I think it was a 2-year deal. Bit Liam, bro, you're not gonna, you're just gonna get timed out, bro.
No, don't time out. Just rattle him, bro. He's getting so rattled. That's why he's trying to rattle us.
What do you
fucking
think?
Barca fan. Listen, hold on 1 second. It's not our fault your club's built off corruption, mate. Yeah, you keep paying them brown envelopes. Yeah, and all those ribs. I want my 2 Champions Leagues back. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, I want my 2 Champions Leagues back. Yeah. If it weren't for HGH drugs, if we lived in a world without drugs and steroids, bruv, your greatest ever player wouldn't have existed. He would have been a fucking dwarf, probably fucking sitting there with Snow White or something, doing some film or some shit, bruv.
Damn.
Yeah, hold that. Yeah, you're a little shitty little club without drugs and without corrupt refereeing, bruv. Hold that. Anyways, what was you gonna say, Lem? Exactly.
I was just gonna ask you about Pogba going to. Looks like he's going to sign a deal with. Well, he's been offered a deal with Monaco.
Yeah, happy for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he gets his career back on track. I mean, it's probably underwhelming. There's Monaco, you know what I'm saying, at 31 or some shit. But look, he may end up playing well and PSG end up getting, well, I don't think PSG would get him because he has links with Marseille in it. But yeah, he may end up doing well and getting back into the French team at least, and maybe for the World Cup. You never know, innit? Because it's World Cup year, so you might be able to get into the World Cup squad. Maybe have one or two more World Cup, or 1 or 2 more international tournaments. You know what I'm saying? He's one of France's best players ever when it comes to actually playing for France. So, yeah, hopefully he gets his career back on track and ends it in at least a solid international phase, because I can't see him winning anything at Monaco because, yeah, PSG are just cleaning up at him. They've won every single domestic trophy for the past 2 seasons.
No. I'm with you. They've got, I think they've got Ansu Fati now, and I think they definitely have Eric Dyer, because they were the club that.
Yeah, they want Fati.
Your favourite, Liam. Your favourite.
Well, don't make me come after Tottenham, man. Come on, relax. This guy, man. This guy. Charlie, what do you think about Pogba going to Liga with Monaco?
Yeah, I mean, look, how long has he been away from football? It's been a while now. Like he hasn't
2 years now.
Yeah, since he was at Juve, he hasn't had a club. So yeah, look, for him, kind of where he's at, like going back to France is probably not a bad move for him at this point. I mean, Monaco, look, they're one of the better teams in that league, of course. So yeah, look, we'll see. I mean, he's always been a player that he's had lots of talent. He's had the ability to be one of the best players in the world, but you know, he's just never really had from what I can see, he's never really had the mentality, the kind of drive to succeed. So we'll see what he does at Monaco, but it's just a shame to be honest, because his career could have been a lot better than what it was. For example, like if you go back a few years, I can't remember what year exactly it was, there was the talk of him going to Madrid. I feel like if he had made the Madrid move with Zidane there as manager, I think he would have probably fulfilled his potential if he had gone to Madrid at that time. But obviously it didn't happen. So yeah, what happened. So look, for him, Monaco, I guess at this point it's not even a bad move. I mean, they're playing Champions League, I'm guessing, next season. So yeah, look, we'll see if he can kind of get any form back. But it's been a while. It feels like forever since he's played. So we'll see. No,
I'm with you. Michael, what do you think, mate?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with the panel. He needs to get season full season fitness, and then maybe he can join France for a World Cup. But yeah, he used to be so good. I'm curious to see if he still has the quality, to perform. Of course, the ability never goes, but yeah, he hasn't played for a long time, so we have to see if he still has it to play a full season. But yeah. Good move for him, and I think only option right now for him is going to France. Will be good to for him to get his career ongoing again.
No, 1000, bro.
Look how rattled the Barca fans are in the comments, bro. So easy to rattle, isn't it, man? I said Barcelona United. Yeah, go type up 99 Champions League final and see where that was, mate. We won the Champions League in your ground. Hold that.
Oh, there you
Liam.
go.
Oh, Liam left.
So I mentioned 99. He must have got PTSD or something.
Shots fired. Friendly fire, bro. Friendly fire.
Spurs owns United. Listen, you got 2 Premier Leagues. Hold that.
Al, what do you think of Pogba, bro?
Obviously, yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Pogba on the football pitch. Obviously, had all the scandals going on, but I think at this stage of his career, I think Monaco's a very, very good move for him. Yes, obviously, we'd like to see him back at the pinnacle of the game, obviously playing for the big teams, because that's what we kind of see when we look at Paul Pogba, the technical ability that he's got. You kind of feel like he deserves it, but at the same time, you know, you've got to look at his age. Obviously, been out of the game for a while. He's going to be a bit rusty in his first couple of months back. But it will be good to see him back on the pitch again. Obviously, like Touchline said, maybe a chance for him to get back in the France squad for the World Cup. I think that'll be what he's trying to strive for this season. But yeah, I'm excited to see Pogba back. I've always rated Pogba as a player, even when he was at United. I thought he was class. So yeah, I think Monaco's a good move for him, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens for him.
No, 1,000, bro. 1,000. And again, similar to what Galatasaray are doing, it seems like they're doing good as well as in Monaco. I mean, so it'll be interesting.
Have they still got Golovkin?
I'm not too sure. Who is a player that plays for Monaco? I'm trying to find their team.
Well, they used to have some Russian wonder kid or some shit.
Yeah, Golovkin.
Golovkin.
Yeah, it might have been
Golovkin.
him. Yeah, it might have been him.
They've got.
He used to have a ones to watch on FIFA.
Yeah.
do you know they do have? They have this guy who's is it Akliush? I think his name is. He's pretty good.
Have they still got Minamino as well? Because I know they signed him from Liverpool.
Yeah, they still do. Yeah, but they used to have a sick team. They used to have ballers. They had James Rodriguez, fucking Bernardo Silva, Martial, Mbappe, Falcao. Yeah. Who else did they? They're probably Mendy and Bakayoko, Fabinho.
Yeah, they've got Minamino, they've got Golovkin.
Berbatov was there as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Embuemo, if you remember him.
I don't know.
Balogun, yeah. Obviously played for Arsenal.
Yeah.
They got Sakara.
Yeah, he's shit, though, no?
He had a good season, but yeah, no, not.
Any American?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just listen, put the American football in the bag. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree, bro.
Soccer ain't for you guys.
That's why there's no American on my panel, bro.
Stick to touchdowns.
You know what I'm saying? Stick to the school dancing and that. You know what I mean?
100, bro. Stick to getting a fucking car at 16, bro.
Not drinking till you're 21, bro. Hold that.
I live in America. I love corruption. Bring me more. Listen, your club's built off it, mate. So, it's, you know what I'm saying? You can't hate what you are. You know what I mean? It's like me saying I hate men, basically. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I am a man.
You can't hate what you like.
Yo, I knew it.
No, but I am a man, though, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
bro, I had to.
It's like he's sitting there saying he loves corruption. Well, bro, your club's built off it, bro. So why are you supporting Barca if you don't love corruption?
Right, let's talk about Thomas Frank. I will start with the Spurs man himself. What do we think of Thomas Frank's appointment, bro?
I mean, it's interesting. I mean, first of all, there was the whole Ange debate with our fan base and stuff. It was very divided. A lot of fans said they wanted him to stay after winning the trophy. A lot of fans said he should still go because of probably the worst league season in our history. And I kind of saw both sides to it. Like I wanted Ange gone the whole season, pretty much. But then when he won the trophy, look, obviously I'd be lying if part of me didn't say, look, he ended the trophy drought, got a European trophy. You know, part of me would say, look, give him the start of next season to kind of see what he can do and stuff. But yeah, I was very sort of down the middle with it. I could understand both sides to the argument of him staying or going. Look, he's gone now. Like I said, I get it. Why he went and stuff. I know, like I said, some people are saying like, oh, we shouldn't have got rid of him. It was terrible and stuff. Like, it seems like with this fan base, it's always one extreme to another. You're either like all the way up here or you're all the way down there. There's no like middle part of the spectrum here. So not surprising with that. But with Thomas Frank, look, it's quite interesting. Obviously at Brentford, he's done miracles they're like the smallest club in the league. They've had the least money. When he was there, when he first came there, I think they were like mid-table in the championship and stuff. He's taken them into the Prem. He almost qualified for Europe twice. He's basically overachieved to like the maximum and like the highest possible level at a club like Brentford. And I think that he's a manager that probably deserves the chance for like a step up, for the kind of the next step in his career and stuff. Look, and I think whether he can take that remains to be seen. And it's for Spurs, kind of him as a manager, look, I think he can get a lot more out of our squad than what Ange did. Ange was sort of playing, apart from when the Europa, when his job was on the line, so he kind of changed. It was always it's who we are, mate, tactics, inverted fullbacks, just completely ridiculous, high line and stuff. I think Frank will get more out of our squad because he'll adapt. He's very flexible. I think that suits our players. The fact that he plays with a back three as well, I think, is probably the formation that suits our squad the best. So, yeah, look, I'm glad with him on that sense. Tactically, he's an upgrade. I think my question mark is with him is that look, he hasn't won anything, and but then he hasn't had the chance to. He's been at Brentford. Like, you're never going to win anything at Brentford. So let's see. Look, can he do that? Can he
Why can't he win anything at Brentford?
They don't have money. They don't.
But why wouldn't he be able to win anything at Brentford?
Because he doesn't have money. Because they're the player. He doesn't have the players.
Well, I mean,
Did
Crystal
Palace have the players?
Yes, more so than Brentford. Yes.
Do they? The Brentford finished above him like every year.
Yeah, and Palace won the trophy. So that proves more that they've got.
No, that proves that Brentford are a better team. If we all agree, a league position proves you're a better team, though. So they have the players. So why can't he win at Brentford? He lost to Plymouth in the round of 16, though.
Yeah, he did. Look, I was gonna say to my point that I don't know if he can do that. At Brentford, you can't judge a manager at Brentford. Like, it's Brentford. They've never won anything. Like, they've never won a major trophy apart from like the championship playoffs and stuff. So we'll see. Look, like I said, for me, this is what I always say with managers at Spurs, right? I struggle to get too excited because of the problems above him. We've got basically a poisonous chairman, a poisonous ownership that don't back managers, that don't give them the players that they need to succeed. So I kind of thought, look, it doesn't really, in a way, it's obviously important who the manager is, but it doesn't really matter too much, because the only way we're going to kind of, I guess, if you want to say, build on the Europa League and get better next season is by bringing in players that are going to come in, make an instant impact. Because the thing is, all we've been doing is just we're buying kids. We're trying to look at sell-on value because that's kind of how their business model works. So the only way for me that any manager coming in has any... and look, it does take away the trophy, right? Take away what happened and stuff. It's the same situation. Whoever comes in, the only way they're going to succeed, no matter what level... We could talk about Pep. We could talk about any manager, right? The only way they're going to have a chance of succeeding is if they're backed by the board, which hasn't happened. And let's see. Like I said, Thomas Frank is a manager that can get more out of his squad than what maybe the level is, to be honest. So in a way that suits us. And that's kind of the thing as well, that I don't mind him as a manager. Kind of my issue is more kind of the motivation from the board of hiring him, because I can tell you this for a fact, right? They're hiring Thomas Frank because they know that he can stretch. He can stretch the ability of the squad. He can get. Yeah. He can basically squeeze blood from a stone. Basically, that's why they're hiring. So it's like the motivation behind hiring him is an issue for me. But then if you take that away, if you look at him as a manager, I don't mind him. I think he's a good manager. So we'll have to see what he does. And like I said, I think coaching wise, he'll get a lot more out of our squad. So look, for me, it's just, let's just see. Like, I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. And like I said, no matter who the manager is, it's going to come down to what type of players we bring in this summer. So for me, look, let's just see. Like I said, I'm not going to make too many judgments until the transfer window's shut. Then I'll probably be able to tell you more about what I think about this. But look, let's see.
There we go. Alf, what do you think of Thomas Frank going in at Spurs? Obviously, we know you hate Spurs, of course, but what do you think at the appointment?
Well, to be fair, I was actually quite surprised that they went and got rid of Ange. I mean, obviously, won them the European trophy and fair play to them. Obviously, you saw all the clips from the trophy parade to him saying that season 3 is always better than season 2. And then out of nowhere, Daniel Levy turns around and says, "We don't do winning here at Spurs," and sacks him. So it did take me by surprise. But like Charlie said, I can kind of understand why. Obviously, coming off the back of their worst league season to date. I mean, you don't really keep a manager despite winning a trophy when you lose over half your games in a season. I mean, that just doesn't really happen. But as far as Thomas Frank's concerned, obviously he done really, really well at Brentford. Obviously got him into the Premier League. Beat us in his first Premier League game. That game still sticks in my head. But obviously, as far as he's concerned at going to Spurs, whether he'll be able to get the best out of the squad, I don't know. Time will tell. But at the same time, and I'm pretty sure Charlie remembers me saying this, that Daniel Levy likes to look at money like a Mayfair hooker. Yeah. So he likes the penny pitch. He spends low, sells high, anything to make a little bit of money. Whether he'll actually back Thomas Frank in the summer and allow him to bring in the players that he wants, time will tell. Obviously, he's going to have Champions League to contend with now as well. That's going to be a massive step up from him. Obviously, never played European football before as a manager, so it will be interesting to see what happens with Thomas Frank at Spurs, but as an Arsenal fan, I kind of hope he doesn't succeed. But that's just how it is.
He'll get him top 8.
Arteta phase 10. Keep it going.
I've had enough of the phases, Charlie. I've had enough of it.
Man took the arrow out and shot it back, bro. Michael, what do you think, bro?
Decent appointment. But yeah, difficult to see what he's going to do at the Spurs. They got a lot of managers in the last few years. So, for Charlie, this guy's going to stay for a bit longer because they need to build on for a new project. Because getting too many managers, of course, if you're Real Madrid, it's good. But yeah, you need to go to somewhere and hopefully with the new manager, they can get there. But yes, I'm curious to see what playing style he's gonna use at Spurs because it's more defense what he used at Brentford. What would you like to see, Charlie, from him?
Playing style.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, look, I just want to win games. Like I'm one of those fans. I don't really care too much about the style. Like I don't care if we stink it out 1-0 every game. If we're winning games, like that's the important thing. But look, preferably, you want to see good football. You want to see a team that can create chances and that can defend properly. So yeah, I just want to see us actually look, not like we're going to get run through every game like we were on Durant. I think that'd be a start. So
okay,
No,
fair.
Touchline.
Yeah, it's a good appointment for them. He'll get them top 8, I reckon, next season. Maybe like 7th or something. I don't see him winning a trophy again because I don't see what trophy they can win because I don't think they're going to win any of the Premier League or Champions League. And the League Cup and FA Cup, I mean, obviously they could end up putting a cup run together, but he's got nothing for me to sit there and go, you're going to win them a cup because he's never done it. He got knocked out by Plymouth this season. But yeah, we've been playing some decent football. And probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they got top 7 or something. Massive improvement on last year. But at the minute, I just need to see if they're going to sign. I know this guy here has rats in his stadium. Well, it's a good job we got Liverpool next season. Maybe they'll eat him, the fans, in his stadium. And was rejected by Mbeumo. No, we weren't rejected by Mbeumo. But listen, failed rage bait, and his club has finished Theatre of Nightmares. I need to see who they're going to sign, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I need to see who they're going to sign. So,
Touchline, to your point about Frank and like not winning stuff, right? You mentioned Palace. Glasner's actually the guy that I wanted. Like he was like the guy. He was like my number one for me, Glasner, because I think that the trophies and also the free, like I said, it's the formation free at the back. I think suits us. So yeah, just saying Glasner was the guy that I wanted personally, but like I said, we'll see what happens.
I think. Sorry, go on. I think. I don't think Glasner will join you lot. I think he'll stay at Palace. I think.
Yeah.
He's waiting for a massive. To be fair, he rejected Bayern Munich last year, so Listen, whether he wins, I
Really?
personally think if Amarin gets sacked, we'll go all out for Glasner, most likely. But I don't see us sacking Amarin unless he does terribly. That's the only thing. I don't see him. Yeah, I don't see Glasner potentially joining Spurs. I know obviously now because you've got fucking Frank in it, but yeah, I mean, even Glasner, like I know he probably win you. He could win you a trophy in it, but I don't think Spurs are going to be anywhere near. Like in the forthcoming years, the only one I think you can catch is Newcastle at this moment in time, because they're just so stuck up on FFP. But as soon as that FFP thing gets lifted, which is next season, because obviously FFP resets, they're going to have so much money to spend. And if they get Champions League, and depending on where they get, and I feel like Spurs have always got money to spend no matter what, because they're so well run in that department, innit? But yeah,
we don't spend it though. Like I said,
that's what I'm saying. No one wants to join you. Like it's just
no. But here's the thing, right? For us to succeed, we need the chairman gone and the owner's gone. And the reason people don't join us is because we have such a small wage structure that we don't want to pay the wages that it will take to get these players in. So we're we've got all these like self-imposed sort of like constraints to what we do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With like everyone's sitting there wants me to be worried about Spurs and Mbeumo, and I'm like, I'm not worried at all. The only way that Spurs would get him is if they pay 75 million, which is overpaying for him.
Yeah.
And Spurs going to do that?
I don't know.
Spurs going to break their record for a transfer? No, probably not.
With the Mbeumo stuff, like, I don't know. I don't know what's true, what's not true. No idea.
Florian Plettenberg just tweeted literally before the stream went. No, literally whilst this stream was live. Hold on, I'll get it straight up for you, lot. Yeah, Florian Plettenberg. I got it. I'll go.
Hopefully,
Tottenham Hotspur under new manager Thomas Frank will try to convince Bryan Mbeumo to make the move to Spurs. However, Manchester United have already entered negotiations with Brentford, and Mbeumo has already given his approval. A verbal agreement with Manchester United is in place, and they remain optimistic that the transfer will go through. Deal on. So the deal is on to Man United. The deal is not on for Spurs. It's just they're trying to convince him. But as I say, the only way I think they get him is if United just say we ain't paying 75 million. Go. Yeah, I mean, we're not paying that money.
He's a boyhood United fan, right?
Yeah. So is Ekitike, by the way. You know, Ekitike's got posted Salah fail comp on Twitter.
Oh shit!
Imagine he goes and joins them.
I like Ekitike more now. I like
Ekitike. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just squeezing out that juice of being the biggest club in the world. It's just wonderful, isn't it? Just squeezing out that last bit of juice we've got to get some top talent to the football club.
No, 100. Big up Gio, man. Bless up, brother. Have a safe flight, man. Over to New York.
Big up.
So yeah, bless up, bro. You're going to the trench where Lewis lives. I can't hear you, brother. Your microphone's moving like Leroy Sane, bro. Madness.
Touchline squeezing out juice.
I think everyone said their piece on Thomas Frank.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Let's go. Where should we? Let's go Nunez. Let's go to Noodles, bro. So he's being linked to Saudi again. I don't understand. It feels like they just want anyone and anyone at this point. What do we think of Noodles going to Saudi?
But they're that girlfriend, isn't they? That just not their girlfriend. So that boy that just keeps going for every girl in the club, trying to find someone. Do you know what I'm saying? Trying to take someone home. All of a sudden, the 3 out of 10's an 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there at the bar trying to talk to every single girl, and he keeps getting rejected. It's like, go on, mate. Have a day off. Do you know what I'm saying? That's literally what Saudi are doing. So, yeah.
Yes.
Which club is in for him?
Right, before that, can we chance this comment? Biggest club in the world, not even the biggest in England. Can we ask everyone on the panel who's the biggest club in England? Liam?
United.
Michael?
United.
Alfie?
Liverpool.
Charlie?
I think it's tied, to be honest. I think it's.
Well, I think it's Man United. So that's 3-1, and Alfie thinks it's a tie. And Lewis will say Man United. So that's 4-1. Trophies talk, not your buddies. Yeah, we've got 13 Prems. You got 2. Hold that. And one of them was in COVID, so did it really happen? Like the moon landing.
They got 6 Champions Leagues. You got 3.
Cool story, bro.
Because we've got none.
Cool story.
We got none.
Cool story, bruv. And 4 of them were in black and white TV, bruv. So who cares? Do you know what I'm saying? Again, did anyone really see that happening?
Fair point.
Yeah.
I plead the 5th.
Have they won the treble?
I mean, they did, but it didn't really count because it was a League Cup, FA Cup, and a UEFA Cup. So I'll give you that one.
Let's carry on with the show. Sorry about that. It's funny rattling them all. Look how rattled they get in the comments.
Alfie, what do we think of Noodles going to Saudi, bro?
I mean, it doesn't really surprise me. I mean, the guy was built to come in as the replacement for Firmino, and it just hasn't worked for him. Guy couldn't hit a barn door, couldn't score in a fucking brothel. And I'm not surprised that Saudi are caught in him. Like Touchline said, that Saudi are trying to sign anyone and everyone at the minute. I think they're kind of preparing for the day that Ronaldo walks out on them. They're trying to get all the big names in so that they've got a reason for people to watch the Saudi League. But it does kind of make sense for someone of Darwin's ability, not that he's got much, to be going to Saudi. So, yeah, it doesn't really surprise me, but if he ends up going Saudi, it is what it is.
No, I'm with you. Charlie, what do you think, man?
Yeah, Nunez, look, I mean, he's been one of the biggest flops that I've ever seen, to be honest, in the Prem. Like, awful player. I've said this for so long. Like, terrible player. I don't know where he's gonna go. Look, Saudi, I don't know if they we'll see. If he goes to Saudi, it wouldn't surprise me. If he goes to he could be like another Galatasaray one that we were talking about earlier with Sane. I mean, if they don't get Osimhen, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for maybe Nunez or something. So, yeah, look, for me, whatever happens, wherever he goes, I think for Liverpool, they have to get rid of him. They need to, they can't rely on this guy. I mean, what did he get? 5 goals was it last season or something? Just more bad than good. I mean, obviously Nunez, at Benfica, he showed a lot of promise. Obviously, the season that he had, but yeah, look, this guy's awful. I'll be really honest. Just there's nothing more I can say. Awful player. To be honest. So
I mean, you can't sign Wirtz as Liverpool and then have Darwin Nunez as your striker. I mean, you can't have that.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a bit peak, isn't it? Definitely is. He's also been linked to Napoli as well. I've just read the report again. So it says that Saudi clubs are looking at him, but Napoli apparently are looking at him as well. Michael, what do you think of him going to Saudi or maybe even Napoli?
Nah, I don't see him going at Napoli. Come on, man. KDB giving the crosses and he's just going to miss everything now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but he's one of the worst strikers I've ever seen. And I got Robbie as my striker right now. So that says a lot.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, bro. I think Saudi League will be okay for him, but I'm not sure if he wants to go. Is there any information about that he's open to join the Saudi League?
So what it says on the report, Darwin Nunez remains guaranteed exit at Liverpool this summer, with Saudi Pro League clubs being keen since January. Understand also Napoli have made contact in recent days with Nunez on their short list, and more talks to follow soon. Yes, it says Darwin open to both Saudi and European options.
Okay, yeah.
So
for Liverpool, it's better to let him go, man.
Yeah, well, they're looking to build. Oh, let me put those fucking there we go. They're looking to build, aren't they? They're looking at Barcelona now. Liverpool, I mean. So they need a striker though. Let's not beat around the bush. They need a striker.
Liam, I said this yesterday. I think they're going to play Wirtz in the false 9. I think.
Bro, he's going to get crunched, and I'm going to be here for it, bro.
I think you might see it. I think you might see him in the false 9.
I'm not sure if
get away with that though.
I'm not sure if Slot did that with Feyenoord or AZ. I'm thinking about it because he was in the Dutch league before. I'm not sure if he played with a false 9 before, but maybe.
Lewis, are you there now, brother?
Let's see. Can you guys hear me
Yes, I can hear you. Let's fucking
now?
go.
Yeah. This mic that the missus got me, she's a fraud, and I will deal with that accordingly. But
He's
what you guys
joking
were
just before someone clips that up.
No, he's not joking, bro. She force choked him anyway. Pause.
yeah, fair.
Lewis, what we think we've had a say on a couple of things. We don't need to talk about Sane. You've already been on my channel.
Absolutely not. Next.
I don't know if you've seen today because I know you've been busy with work and so on. Do you know about the new Nico Williams news?
No.
Okay, so basically, the guy is pushing himself out there like a hooker, bro. And he's now heavily linked with Barca. Barca have had a meeting with him, and now it looks like they are front runners in the race for him. So basically, Bayern have been twerking for him, and now we're getting slapped again.
For a second time now, with a different player. Okay. So this board just needs to they just need to skedaddle, bro. They're very incompetent. There's no saving these guys. These guys are frauds. I mean, to be honest, I think Nico to Barca makes more sense for a player like him. So, I mean, it makes sense for the player, but yeah, this board is incompetent. After those Albert comments yesterday, we're not gonna do any signings till the Club World Cup is done. Nah, these guys are frauds, bro. Yeah, these guys are just frauds. But I'm sure we're gonna talk more about this later on.
No, 100, bro. Without a doubt. It's dumb. It makes no sense. What's your opinion on Pogba and AS Monaco, Lewis?
Ooh, that's actually a new one. I didn't know. I don't know. I'm afraid. I really like Pogba and I want him to do well. It's just
He's gonna be playing with the best centre back, bro. You know.
Hey, listen, bro. We know this. Eric Beckendyer. Listen, Monaco are gonna cook.
Who?
Red
Eric.
Red card.
Oh, here we go. This is this corruption ref. Eric Beckendyer. I said what I said.
Beckendyer.
Listen.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, this is also
changes.
Listen, if we're being linked with all of this, just give me Anthony. Straight up. if these are all the options that we have, you might as well be linked with Anthony.
He can't play off the left though, can he?
Bro, he could play anywhere. He's the greatest player of all time.
Bro, that needs to be clipped. That needs to be clipped.
To be fair, Anthony does own Barca. He knocked him out of the Europa League, scored the winner, so he does own Barca.
Listen.
It'd fit him well at Bayern then, because they also own Barca. So yeah, Barca's their little slut, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Liam, what did I tell you, bro? We were linked to all these fraud wingers, bro. We're twerking for players that they don't even care about us. We might as well go for Anthony.
Bro, I would take him as a backup,
Lewis,
but I want an actual winger on the left.
Lewis, I remember when you guys were linked to Chicken Royale. When you guys got diet.
That was a dark day.
Funny.
That was a dark day, Charlie. But nonetheless, we're looking at new heights. So it seems it's very clearly in that instead of our board saying, "Hey, we messed up on words. We might as well save face and do another big signing so we could save our I don't know what you would call it. I guess save face or just their ego. They should have gone in for Rodrigo. Regardless if you're not going to get him till after the Club World Cup, at least be linked with it. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, sorry, my dad's laughing at me because of this whole Bayern thing. So he's a Milan fan, and when I asked him about Leao, he just smiled. So I knew I knew that I knew Leao was dusted the moment I saw that reaction. So I didn't want him after that. But
to be fair to you, Liz, I do think we will land Rodrigo. I actually do, because if Nico does push, like obviously the report of that he wants 20 million in wages. Apparently he's okay with having 12 million for Barca. So that's dropped 8 million straight away, you know what I mean? So if he's willing to drop 8 million off of his wages per year, he obviously wants to go to Barca. So I do believe we will probably end up getting Rodrigo, because we're not going to get Leao. We're not getting Cavasquelia, obviously. But Cola wants to stay at PSG, and now we're not getting, by the looks of it, we're not getting Nico Williams. So I think Rodrigo will be because the only other club, if I'm right by saying, that's in for Rodrigo is Arsenal.
And
He's not
Chelsea,
going
but
there.
Chelsea ain't going
He's
to
not
pay
going
his
to- he's not going
wages.
to Arsenal.
If Arsenal the best option for him if he leaves,
He's not going to
It's-
Arsenal. I can tell you that.
why wouldn't he go Arsenal?
Because they're not that club. They can't get a player like Rodrigo. They're not.
I don't think
They
Arsenal.
they signed Ozil.
Yeah.
They signed
that was
Alexis
Wenger.
Sanchez.
I don't think they got the money, man.
They
This
signed
is exactly-
Declan Rice.
They're not going to
I know
pay.
Declan Rice
That's another thing. They're not going to pay. They're not going to pay that sort of wages to him.
I think they
Alf,
will.
what do you think?
He only
bro?
wants 12 mil a year. That's not that much. They're paying fucking Saliba probably that. And also, I actually think it will be a straight swap deal with Saliba because I think Saliba's got 2 years left in his deal. So Arsenal can't afford to just let him run it down. They just have to say to it because you know what Madrid are like. They'll just tell him run it down and we'll come get you next year or we'll get you the year after that for free. Yeah, so they'll just say, cool. Well, if he's not going to sign a deal, swap deal with Saliba,
Maybe.
and that'll be Saliba's wages. Yeah, Ozil was pushed out, but what do you think? Rodrigo won't. I'm not saying that. Like, but still, there were teams that would have been after Ozil. No, he wouldn't have been the only team in the market. Was Arsenal, and Ozil was a bigger profile than Rodrigo.
Wow. If Arsenal get Rodrigo, wow.
I can tell you they won't get him. I'm so confident they won't get him.
Yeah, we ain't got
You
the
always
bollocks
hear-
to
you
sign a
always
player
hear
like
this.
Rodrigo.
You always hear this stuff. It never happens.
What do you think will be the best signing in the window then? Rodrigo, Wirtz, or Turkey?
Well, Wirtz is getting crunched in the first
Or
game,
Gyökeres.
and out for the
I
rest
think
of the
Turkey.
Yeah,
Bang.
bro, Turkey for 30 mil, that's a
Turkey-
steal, bro.
Turkey-
You can't.
Tur-
He's a top
Turkey for
player.
30
You
million.
can't
Turkey's the
Yeah.
best player of the three.
But
For
Turkey's
the
the best
value,
player of
for
the
the,
three.
for the value
work,
for
though.
money, Turkey's up there.
Yeah,
Value,
exactly.
Bro, that-
Yeah,
Turkey-
man.
That
then
deal
Virgil's
was
gonna
robbery,
work,
bro.
Because Pep has destroyed players. Look at Grealish. I know Grealish is a pisser, but that's not the point. He
Nah,
has destroyed him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but to be fair, Turkey's apparently quite fat, but I don't know.
so is Luke Shaw,
Apparently
and he
he's
still plays week in, week out.
Yeah, Mahrez was quite fat as well. You know what I'm saying? And he was still a baller. So
True.
Bro, we had fucking Sula playing, bro. Let's say that guy was eating donuts on the sideline, bro. Like,
Lucky
yeah, but he was
bastard.
shit. So
he wasn't terrible when he first came in, but yeah, he is shit. I agree. I do agree with that.
he had a good FIFA card.
Yeah.
Sule. He was huge. He was like massive.
Yeah.
Sule.
Yeah, bro.
No,
Both
but-
high-handed with-
This isn't true, by the way, because my Bayern Munich and Dortmund both wanted Turkey in January. That guy's putting that no one wanted him in January. It's not true. He was actually I think he got a here we go to Borussia Dortmund, didn't it? And it broke down. Because obviously, you know what Dortmund are like, bro. They would have been charging fucking 100 million for Turkey.
Yeah, man.
So thank God he did not leave. He stayed there 6 months.
Lewis, what did you want to say, man?
No, I was gonna just respond to your comment. Even if Pep messes him up, it's still 30 mil. It's not.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's not,
Chump
that,
change.
it's not the 100 million of Jack Grealish. I get you. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No. I get you 1000%. Let's talk
Oh.
about your favorite player, bro, the guy that left you to go to Madrid, and go and play. Bro, with all due respect, right? I seen a picture today.
No, he's taking the piss though, I can't lie.
No,
Yeah, I know what you're gonna
I
say.
seen a picture of Trent, right? Yeah, and it's obviously this picture of him holding the kit, right, bro? With all due respect, each to their own. right?
Bangio.
Yeah, right, Gio, you're gonna have to hold that time out, bro. With all due
This is a
respect,
dictatorship.
right? Trent Alexander is with Arnold. He's with a fucking giraffe. Have you seen how long his missus' neck is, bro?
What
she
the
could-
fuck is
She
this?
could, bro. She could swallow a subway whole, bro. If you get my point.
Yo.
What's her name?
she could swallow a Yorkshire pudding and it would digest in her stomach by Wednesday, mate, on a Monday. And then by Wednesday it would digest in her stomach.
Hold
That's how
up.
long her neck is, bro.
Hold
Do you know
on.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, what do we think of Trent's comments? That was the point. But yeah, Karen.
Listen, Liam, I was at work. Get this. I'm watching the Real Madrid video. All of a sudden, I hear somebody speaking Spanish fluently. I was like, hold up. I hear Spanish. Where's this coming from? Lo and behold, while I was still working, I look at my phone and I see Trent reciting in perfect Spanish. And that's when I realized this man planned this.
Have you seen the picture of him next to the Champions Leagues?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
crazy.
he's standing in front. He's standing in front of the one that says Paris 2022. You know the
Yeah.
one where he went to sleep at the back post.
I
He's
saw
taking
that.
the
Liverpool
piss.
for mugs.
That is
Big
taking.
time.
Imagine Rashford signed for Barca and did that Barca's Champions League against United in
Crazy.
whatever year,
Mad.
09 or whatever. Crazy, bro. Absolutely
Oh.
crazy, bro.
I want to see Liverpool
Imagine
against Real
Mason
Madrid.
Mount did that for Chelsea.
Oh, I want to see Liverpool against Real Madrid next season in Champions League. Oh my God, that
I think it will
please.
happen. I think it's written in the stars.
Yeah,
I think
man.
it will happen. Just
You
like
know
just
what
like we're
UEFA's
just
like.
just,
UEFA's
just like
collapsed.
we're. I'll tell you what. Just like we're gonna face Bayern because of Kane. Like, I know it's happening.
Wait, what?
Leo, I'm saying we're gonna draw you guys in the Champions League next season.
Oh, let's go.
I already
Serge
know.
Gnabry going
I know.
again,
I know
bro.
it's happening.
2020 again, bro. And then
Oh,
he's going to be
no,
shit.
don't
the whole
go there.
season.
It's gonna be a mid-table battle. Watch.
Yeah, but Lewis, you know full well that Serge will turn up in that game and then be shit for the whole
Yes.
season.
He probably will. Yeah, he probably will. Just for that one game.
You just know he will. He just will. What's this? Takes a year to speak fluent Spanish. Yeah, he was learning it, bro. Let's not beat around the bush. The guy is a snake. One of the biggest
Yeah,
snakes going, bro.
Listen, game is game, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, game is
Oh,
game,
nice.
but the guy
It's
is a
just
fucking
crazy what he
donkey.
done with that picture.
No, he's a
That
scumbag.
picture's
He's a
crazy.
scumbag.
He's a snake, man.
I mean, at least when Coutinho left Liverpool for Barca, at least he kind of signed a contract before that, so that at
Yeah.
least Liverpool got some money for him. Whereas Trent's just walked out on a free.
Bro,
Man said Trent didn't do anything wrong, brother. Imagine Messi took a picture, right? Barca lost a Champions League final. So
Right,
let's
wait,
say
wait,
you
wait.
lost
Hold
the
up,
Champions
hold
League
up,
final
hold
to
up,
Man
hold
United,
up,
yeah?
just 1 second. Keep that thought. This is a Barcelona fan defending a Real Madrid player. The game is gone. It's gone
The
completely.
game's
bro.
been gone, Liam. The game's been
Fuck
gone.
my life.
That's a red card. Yeah, tell him, Michael.
Wait, hold on. Let's not be too rash.
That's a
Let's hear him
10-game
out.
suspension, bro. That's what
Yeah,
that is,
man.
bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Right, listen. I wouldn't expect nothing less from a club that fucking signed Luis Suarez after he got done for racism and biting 4 footballers. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But
Wait,
listen,
didn't he
I'm
do the
ready for Lewis,
racism
bro.
when he was already at Liverpool? I thought it was.
yeah. No, I'm talking about Barcelona because they signed him afterwards, didn't they?
Oh yeah,
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 man.
yeah.
Yeah, after he got suspended for biting Ivanovic. You know what I'm
That
saying?
was
So,
Chiellini, wasn't it? Chiellini at the World Cup. He did it at the World Cup 2014.
Yeah,
And
and
then-
at
oh yeah,
Ajax
he
as
did as well.
well.
He done that. As well.
And at Ajax.
This guy's a
Ajax.
fucking
Bro did the
weirdo.
three-peat on biting.
That's why, yeah. Because I remember I used to play FIFA 15 career mode. I would go on Barca, and Luis Suarez was suspended for the first few months
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he bit
Bro.
in the wrong.
Yo, what?
Look at her neck, bruv, and tell me that's not a giraffe.
I got just a character. Hold up, Liam.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Look how we're at all day, all that, bro. Yeah. Listen, each to their own, innit? He's into what he's into, bro. Maybe he's into long necks. I don't know.
No, 100, bro. She's probably a beautiful lady, but that's not the point. The point is, bro, she's got a long fucking neck, bro. Oh my. Bro, let me put this picture on the screen. Oh, nah, you lot are finished when I put this picture on the screen. Why is it not fucking loading? Load, you prick. Where the fuck is it?
Borrowing Zia's Wi-Fi again, Liam.
Yeah, probably, bro. Where the fuck? It said it's saved, but the thing ain't saving, bro. Zia's fucking hacking me system, bro. What's going on? This fucking guy. This guy called me out on the show yesterday, and that didn't even fucking turn up today. Fucking egg, bro. Where the fuck is this? Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because someone said his girlfriend's the cover up for Jude.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Nah. That's
Oh
crazy.
my.
It's
Wait,
Jude
can't see it
Bellingham's
out.
face. It's Jude Bellingham's face edited into his.
I'll
into
send
his
it to you
girlfriend.
privately. I'll send it to you
That's
privately.
crazy.
hilarious.
That is nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
It's the
my
fucking-
God.
That's
Well,
fucking jokes.
Nah,
Oh.
that's audacious, bro.
That's hilarious, bro. That's what that is. That's fucking hilarious.
Wow.
There you go, Alf. I sent it to you privately. Right, let me get rid of that. Let's get back.
How
to
is that
football.
funny, by the way? Because it is, mate.
Let's look at this.
Again, another. You're a Barca fan defending. I know who you are.
Jesus.
He's just seen this. Oh,
With a
brother.
neck that long, she must have suction like a Henry Hoover,
Yeah.
fam.
Can I get a clip?
Brother, what's that?
Oh my god, I can't! Oh my god! Stop! I'm overwhelmed with joy! He got. Oh my.
No, that's ridiculous.
The game's the game, innit? The game's the game.
Mad. What was so yeah, the on Bayern news, not anything important realistically. There's a press conference today, which I'm going to do a stream for.
It's a relevant club, that's why.
Basically, wait, what did he say? I didn't even hear what you said.
Nothing, mate. I said I sang my eye.
Yeah, you're gonna have no fucking eyes left. I'll poke the fucking things out.
You're lagging, mate.
I got Trent on the brain.
Bit like your football club when it comes to transfers.
Bruv, how many Champions Leagues have you got, bitch? Calm down. I've
I'll beat you in a Champions League final. Hold that. I'll beat you in a Champions League final.
How many have you seen in your lifetime?
Yeah, I'll still beat you in a Champions League final, bro. I can go back and watch it on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Your players did, you didn't. Relax.
Yeah. Oh, well then you haven't seen three. How you seen 3 Champions Leagues? I could just say I'm a Real Madrid fan. I've seen fucking 10. I what?
Oh yeah, game is game. The game's gone. But yeah, there's been a press conference with Jonathan Tah and Tom Bischoff. I haven't seen what they've said. We're going to do a video on that in a bit. And then the other thing was that Serge will not leave this summer, which is a fucking owl in itself. But Leon Goretzka doesn't want to leave, but he will leave if there's like a good offer come in. So hopefully Napoli can do what they did with McTominay. He left that shit dump and then went and won the league title. So yeah, there's that. What's this? Verts and Nico both rejected by and hold that. Bro, your club is fucking run by scum, bro. Let's not do this. We own you. You are my
Everyone
big.
on this panel right now is richer than Barcelona Football Club. They are in debt. They've got,
Bro,
they've got the
1.5
bailiffs at the
billion
door every
in
day.
debt. 1.5.
No, but don't they
billion.
have, what is it, the levers? They keep having the financial levers or
Yeah.
something. I don't know what that's about.
It's a
So what's the
disgrace.
next target? Don't know, mate. Don't know.
Raheem
We're probably gonna
Sterling.
board-
Chelsea are going to get rid of him.
Bro, you want to be kicked, bro?
Hold on,
Timo
Raheem
Werner.
Sterling?
Timo
Right,
Werner.
Michael, my brother, where's that red card?
No,
That's a
it's
red
only a
fucking
yellow.
card.
It's only a yellow. It wasn't a 2-footed challenge.
Nah,
Michael,
nah.
Please.
Bro,
Just
that's
a
a double
yellow. It
fucking
wasn't
yellow.
2-footed. I got there late.
Sterling
I'm taking
to
you
the
fucking weekly
Bayern.
wages off you and all, bro. That was audacious.
Yo.
Big up, Hoodra, man. Bless up, bro. I can't remember what I was gonna fucking say now. Fuck. Lost
Yeah,
my train of thought.
who's your target at left wing?
Oh no, I think we're just gonna have to board up the fucking houses like they are in Liverpool, bro. Just board them up, bro. Just have the takeaways open, bro. Just board them up. So yeah, that's
Sorry, what we boarding up?
the houses like in Liverpool, bro.
What is it like? Be like riots or something?
No, bro. I was
Okay.
thinking of this.
Oh.
For fuck's sake, myself.
Every club has debt, even Bayern. You don't even own your stadium anymore, mate. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, we don't have debt, bro. There's no debt, so let's not do this.
Spotify
I'll
FC.
tell you what, these fucking Barca fans are winding me up. Hold on, let me find it.
Wait, what's this? More on Paul Pogba and AS Monaco story. The conversations are
Yeah.
well underway. Monaco want Paul Pogba and Ansu Fati talks are.
I own a piece of your stadium. Yeah, hold that. I own a piece of your stadium. The new camp is mine. Yeah, the new camp is mine. I own a piece of the new camp. You can hold that. Yeah, this is about 7 years old. You probably selling Messi's bathwater and all
That wouldn't
on
surprise me.
OnlyFans or some shit.
Bro, they're still fucking paying that prick off, bro.
Yeah. Disgrace of a club.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
At this point, they might as well
right.
be selling his empty growth hormone packets, bruv.
Exactly, bruv. But they put them steroids in him, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
See,
so-
they run out of money. You spent too much on the refs.
Facts.
Fake.
They kept racking up mafia debts. You know what I'm saying? The refs are sitting there, listen. Basically, what it was is Perez kept outbidding them. That's what happened. So they ran out of money.
Fucking no wonder Gio's going to New York, bro.
Look how rattled everyone is in the comments.
For fuck's sake. Oh, this is mad.
Listen, Liverpool fans, mate. 13-2. Hold that.
News on Nico, mate. Barca are heavily invested in signing another
Touchline
youngster.
does.
Because they're moving like Chelsea, bro. Weirdos. But yeah, Club World Cup. So Club World Cup starts this Sunday. Realistically, it's Sunday morning because that's when it's typical that Inter Miami have to start it, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Inter Miami. I said this. They shouldn't even be in it. Miami.
Fair.
No, they should be. They're only in it because of Messi without.
Exactly.
No.
This
They're in it because of two things: Messi, and because it's in America. Obviously, Messi's in America, so they just allow.
But the way no, you're right.
It should be the team that won the MLS.
Yeah,
it should be.
They did win the league.
LA Galaxy.
No, they didn't. Miami
They
did.
did win the league. No, they won the league. They won the league. They just didn't win the whole thing. They won the league. They finished top of the league.
Yeah, no, they didn't. No, the way it works is they didn't win the play. It goes to like playoffs.
Yeah, I know it goes to some playoff shit, but I'm saying in terms of the league,
they didn't win. They won.
actually won a trophy, but they didn't get the whole
To be
thing.
fair, Charlie, I don't mind them being in it, bro, because this little midget's getting slapped. He's holding it, bro. That defense.
Yeah, bro. He's run out of them HGH steroids, yeah, and now he's gonna get fucking absolutely slapped, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Remember when he was 6-0 down to Al Nassr?
Bro, you could eat the whole stadium, bro. Get the fuck out of my comments.
Wait. Can I answer the question, Luca? It's because our board are frauds.
Anyway, Club World Cup. Let's run. So first, I'll go through the panel first, and I'm just going to ask you where you think Bayern will end up. Be as brutally honest as fine. It doesn't matter to me. I know how shit we are. I'll start with you, Michael. Where do you think like the furthest Bayern will get in the Club World Cup?
Quarterfinals of semi-finals, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alf?
Yeah, I'd probably agree with Michael on that. Probably quarterfinals. Think that'd be a good tournament for them. I know you've said you only want 4 games because you don't want to see Sane in a Bayern shirt anymore, but I think quarterfinals would be best.
Yeah, no. I'm with you. Charlie, what do you think, bro?
What's the bracket? Because I need to see who's.
So we will have Boca Juniors, Auckland, and Benfica. So we're definitely going through.
Yeah, you'll top the group. But then who's the bracket? Because I think
we would go. I think we'll probably either go against Chelsea or is it Fluminense? No, one of the Brazilian teams.
Flamengo.
Yeah.
Is it Flamengo? It's one of the Brazilian teams.
Yeah, you'll probably win that. Yeah, like you guys said, quarterfinals, maybe semis. Look, I mean, who knows? It's Bayern. I mean, company's cooking, so who knows? But yeah, semis, quarters. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, the thing with the Club World Cup is, I feel like, including Bayern, of course, like a lot of these clubs, they're going to kind of use it as a pre-season because, like, they're getting. If they don't, it's kind of like they're getting no break, especially whoever goes to the final. Like, there's going to be like no pre-season going into next season and stuff. So, I don't know. Like, I've never really been convinced by this tournament, to be honest. Like, it just feels like a bit of a money-making thing.
Oh, 1,000%.
Well, yeah.
So, I don't know. Look, I don't know what sort of teams the likes of Bayern and the other guys are going to play. But, yeah, probably around the quarters, I would say.
Touchline?
Quarters, because you got Atletico in the quarters, and Atletico are going to beat you.
Okay. Lewis?
What do I think or what do I want?
Well, obviously you want them to win, so we know that.
I want us grouped. I want us out of this competition.
What?
I don't, bro.
What?
Michael, I can't be bothered about this competition.
No,
It's that's fine. But if I get grouped, that means my team could buy players for next season. So yeah,
No, I get
Well, if you win, you get another 100 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not spending that, though, are they?
They're not going to do that. Our
board.
board is too stupid to even process that.
But we end up fucking spending it on Maguire, bro. Relax.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now we'll do the same thing, but this time we'll say who you think's gonna win it. Michael, we'll start with you again, bro.
Paris or Real Madrid, I think. One of the two.
Alf, who do you think's gonna win the Club World Cup, bro?
I mean, I've seen a few predictions made already. That apparently it will probably be a PSG Real Madrid final. So I'll probably go with either one of them. But my head, I'd probably go with PSG.
There we go. Touchline.
Did he say it's going to be a PSG Real Madrid final? Oh,
Yes.
it'll be PSG Real Madrid in the semis.
Yeah.
Depending on how the
Yeah, but if they both top their group, then they'll get semis, and they're both likely to top their group. Yeah, I'm going PSG, but I wouldn't. It'd be between PSG and Real Madrid. I think I had PSG Man City in the final. And PSG and Man City, but PSG Atletico. Because the semis are going to be Atletico City and PSG Madrid. I reckon PSG will just edge it, but maybe not. No, maybe Real Madrid will win.
Is it going to be like the actual World Cup, and there's going to be a third place playoff as well?
No,
I'm not sure.
Don't believe so.
I think so.
Yeah, but hold on, Dr. Feelgood, bro. Bayern and City can't play each other in the final because they meet each other in the quarters or the semis. So it's like it's very unlikely that happened. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going
The only way that would happen is if either of them finish second in their group, which won't.
And which ain't going to happen. Yeah. And Bayern have got a piss easy group, and City have got Juventus, who they'll spank. I reckon Juventus might get grouped.
Sorry, Sadio.
Yeah, it's not really sorry, mate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Mad. Lewis?
I think it's either between PSG or Madrid. I think Madrid are going to sweat this competition. I think they're going to do everything in their power to.
Oh yeah, Papa Perez for more money, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he'll get in bed with FIFA. Yeah. Nah, sorry, I've seen the light. I've seen the light. Yeah.
I think Madrid's going to sweat this competition, in my opinion. But I won't be surprised if PSG win it. Ansar said Inter Miami, bro. They're getting slaughtered. What are you talking about?
Listen, bruv.
He's trying to troll you, bro.
Messi ain't got the refs like he had in Barca. Do you know what I'm saying?
Once we get to the quarterfinals of this competition, it's only going to be the European teams left. Everyone else would have gone home.
Why are Porto in it, by the way?
Because they have to pick teams from like different countries. They can't just pick like loads. I don't know. It's like the ranking.
To do league wins, no?
Yeah, it's like
look at that.
4-1 over the last 4 years.
4-1 for Real Madrid and 4-1 for PSG. You can't see.
Wait, but if that's the case, wouldn't Barca be in this competition then?
No, because they haven't won the league as recently.
No, it's to do with coefficient. It's to do with coefficient over the last 4 years.
And they were in the Europa League, innit?
Yeah,
twice.
And they didn't win it twice.
Not only that, Barcelona can't pay the registry fees because they're skin.
They can't afford the flight to America, bro. They can't afford the visas. You know what I'm saying?
They can't even buy commercial flights.
You know what Trump's doing, bro? He would deport them straight away on site. Do you know what I mean? Send them straight back to Catalonia.
Lamine Yamal hype, bro. He's going to tell them to fuck off. Start doing his fucking shimmy dance. This fucking guy. Yeah, so there we go. Is there anything else? I think I'm pretty sure we spoke on the Barca keeper last week. Yeah, Alf, you were in here last week. I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah.
Liam, you know of the Barca keeper, Garcia. It's not. Look, obviously it's Barca, but it's not being talked about enough. I don't know if you guys discussed it last week, but it's not being talked about enough. Espanyol and Barca despise each other.
They're right.
I'm telling this Garcia, when they play I don't even know. Like, this is people. I don't think it's being talked about enough. Like Barca, and I know Barca are like way clear of Espanyol, but
yeah, of course. Yeah.
People aren't talking because the rivalry. It's like it's a massive thing in Catalonia. Yeah. So I don't think it's being that he's going from there to Barca. It's not being talked about enough. Like, it's crazy.
Have you seen all of the shit that's going on with Ter Stegen though? So basically, he's trying to stay, but they're trying to get rid of him. But he's got a long deal. So I think it's 2 more years, I think. So yeah.
Oh yeah, he wants all the money, 42 mil.
Yeah, they were looking to buy him out, but he doesn't want them to buy him out. So he wants to stay and wants to fight for his place. But Flick doesn't want him because him and Flick had a fight. So apparently. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. To be fair, it wouldn't surprise me if Flick had a fight with him, bro. He's shit. Flick don't like shit players, bro. So there's a reason he's called the statue. For a reason.
Liam, you guys should have got him back before you got Can't remember
No,
which
no, no,
manager.
no.
You guys had the chance to get him back.
You are talking about Flick, yeah, not to Stadium,
Yeah,
because you are
Flick,
about to get
yeah.
kicked.
No, Flick.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm talking
okay.
about Flick.
I gotta say, I thought man was talking
Yeah.
about to Stegen as my goalkeeper,
No.
bro. I was like, wait, what?
Charlie, I truly believe even if he would have came back, we still would be in the position where we're at now.
Oh, 1000%, bro. He would have stayed a season and left. He would have done a Conte because they wouldn't have backed him. Yeah. Facts.
Facts.
Facts. 1000%. No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Oh, fuck. I clicked the wrong tab again. I think that's true. Touchline, bro. Update me on this Gokares news, man. What's going on?
Been told today. Not gonna say who or whatever. You can take it with whatever you want. And Waymu and Gyökeres are basically Man United players.
God, for fuck's sake.
And I told people that he won't go to Arsenal. I'm not worried about Waymu, but I told people when he was meeting a thingy. Hold on, let me get the exact wording before I jump to thingy. Hold on.
Yeah, nice.
See, this is why I can't stand my club, Liam. Honestly.
Bro, I know your club's shit, bro, but mine's moving like a fucking donut as well, bro. I'm getting rejected by managers. I get Vincent fucking Company with his big fucking head. And then next minute I get fucking Leroy Sané signing a new deal. Now he's leaving. Trust me, bro.
Yeah, but at least you're getting the opportunity to get rejected. We're not even putting our foot in the door.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, but at least you beat Madrid, bro. The last couple of times we got slapped. Arsenal, bro. He supports Arsenal.
Unfortunately.
Bless up, Maggie. Bless up, bro.
Yeah, his agent's got written proof that Sporting should accept the obviously because there's all that thing about him with Sporting, the 60 million, and they're trying to. Yeah, his agent's got written proof that it should be 60 plus 10, and if it is, then Man United will pay that, and Arsenal are not going to buy him. They're not going to go in for him. They don't want him.
Hey, Stan Kroenke.
They would. I think
that
whole thing's like fucking Arsenal being able to get fucking Kylie Jenner or something like that, bro. Like, with all due respect.
Oh, and who are you talking about, bro?
Because what's this? Because the way I see it, there's no way you're telling me that Arteta is going to go in the dressing room and tell Gyökeres to play left wing, bro. Because he's going to tell him to go fuck himself.
It's not that. He doesn't want to drop Havertz, so he wants Sesko and Havertz to rotate because he doesn't want to drop him. Because
a prick. This guy
he's paying Havertz 300 grand a week. What else can he do? He can't.
I do have to say, you've got quite a good fucking hairdo, bro. How are you not bald?
How am I not grey?
Yeah, right, bro.
How am I not grey watching this football club week in, week out? Piss about constantly. It still doesn't make sense to me that we'd rather go and spend more money on a player that could turn out to be good rather than going for the cheaper deal in Gyökeres. And let's face it, in this day and age, you're never going to get a bargain like £60 million. But it just doesn't make sense. Like, Gyökeres, proven talent, and we're letting him go to fucking United. These men are shit.
And your
Sorry,
guys are linked.
But I have to say it.
Yeah, but we're a bigger club than you, so hold that.
And you guys are linked to a left back again, to Hato, my player.
How many more fucking left backs, bro? How many more?
And goalkeepers, left backs, and
We're gonna have a
goalkeepers,
fucking
bro.
starting 11 of left backs. It wouldn't surprise me if fucking Havertz or Sesko gets injured. We'll end up playing Calafiori up front next season.
No, I didn't say free play. I said Gyökeres and Wayne.
Honestly, this guy and his Lego hairdo needs to fuck off, man. Honestly.
Yeah. Arsenal only linked to goalkeepers, left backs, and Sesko, I think. Other than that, yeah.
I've got to tell you as well, Alf, Sesko is wank.
You think I don't know?
No, but for someone that watches the league, bruv, he's wank. Like, Havertz is 10 times the player that Sesko is.
No way. Is it
like,
that?
No. Like, Havertz was destroying our league.
Yeah,
I mean, what we played against Slovenia in the Euros. I barely saw Sesko in that game.
Nah, man.
This guy shoots from distance. What, you think he's going to be allowed to shoot from distance in the Prem? No chance. Because he'll have 3-4 players closing him down.
It's Arteta. When does Arteta let players shoot from distance?
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I want him out. That's why I want him out.
No, it's fair.
Super duper Mick.
Needs to go.
We've got a
fuck
super duper
himself,
Mick
bruv.
Arteta. He knows exactly what they need.
I'll travel to North London myself and get him out of the club. I'll kidnap him in the back of my car. He needs to go. I'll take the
Listen,
red
don't
card.
worry, because Hansi Flick's getting sacked next season. Well, no, not next season. So the season after that, he'll get sacked or leave Barca, and then they'll come and get him off you, and they have to deal with him.
Bro, that is the dream, bro.
Please.
Oh,
please,
if that happens,
please.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Ali. All the prayers, bruv. All the prayer words. You know what I'm just saying?
We're praying to the Jewish gods, the Islam gods, the Catholic gods. We're praying to the football
Everything,
gods right
mate.
now.
You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing is,
the
thing is, I keep
Yeah,
saying
literally.
I want Arteta out. I keep saying I want
Touchline, you
Arteta
talk
out.
so
We
much
all
shit.
know
Look
it
how
ain't gonna
loud he
happen.
gets.
It won't happen because there's no way that the board are competent enough to sack him, and there's no way that Arteta is going to walk away from 15 mil a year. Like I personally wouldn't walk away from 15 mil a year, but everyone can clearly see this guy is not good enough.
yeah.
No, I'm with you. 1,000%. I'm with
Yet
you.
there are still top gooners out there that are like, oh, but look at where he brought us from. But we're only in phase 5. But we've not lost to shut up, man. I've had enough.
Nah, man.
I said it on Twitter the other day. All you top gooners can go fuck yourselves because you're all chatting shit.
Especially that fucking Babs, bro.
We are the Red Spurs.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know how much it pains me to say that?
No, man. Okay.
Well,
Bro, you may as well be a fucking...
If Spurs have got a trophy, they've got a trophy in recent times. We haven't won an FA Cup since COVID.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
And like we said with Liverpool, did it really happen? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like the moon landing.
Yeah.
Oh, man, so just like the moon landing. I'm done. I'm finished. Finito, bro.
So does that mean that that Bayern never beat PSG in 2020?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was one leg.
I'm
Wow.
Did it really happen? You know what I'm saying? Could have been a simulation for all we know.
Go for treble.
all right. These AI allegations.
Yeah, let's not beat around the bush, bro. It could have been 2 legs. It could have been fucking 1 leg, half a leg. We're smashing every team to bits. So.
Yeah, to be fair, Bayern 2020 was insane. Like that was an
Yeah, they
insane
did slap
team.
everyone. I mean, they slapped more.
Yes.
What was that game in the quarterfinals? I can't remember the score. What was it?
8-2. Was it 8-2? 8-2.
Oh,
8-2,
8-2. Who was they playing against? Sorry, I couldn't.
Wait, this one.
Oh my god. With Coutinho scoring 2 goals.
To be
Beautiful.
Twice.
To be fair, I
Oh.
was there
Right,
that season
sorry.
as well. So.
Do you know what
yes.
happened after this as well? They kicked Luis Suarez out the club. He went to Atletico Madrid and won them the league.
Yeah.
Well, good, because he's racist, so he should have got kicked out of the club. He should never have signed him.
No. He should stay at their club because it's scum on scum, bro. Scum on scum business.
He also
But
bites players.
Who was the director of football that signed Suarez? Was it Berta? Yes, it was. I don't want to hear Arsenal fans hyping this man up. I don't want to hear it.
Listen,
Bro, at this rate, you're getting the next racist then, bro. Bro.
a racist or a carnivore, mate, whichever one.
We'd be better off signing Yaya Sanogo back. That's how bad things are as far as.
Oh, he
strike
played
options
for
are
us guys as well. No,
Sonogo.
he was so bad. Oh my
Bro,
god.
I just need to see Tottenham get Brobby, bro.
No.
Yes.
What was it? I
Yes.
think we were linked with him in January. I was like, no.
We were linked with him, bruv. Ten Hag wanted
Take
him.
him, please. Take him, please.
What,
This
Ten Hag
guy.
wanted Robbie?
Yeah.
To be honest, knowing our board, they probably
Ten
I wouldn't
Hag
even be surprised.
wanted all the fucking Ajax players.
Please.
What
Right?
was
And then
it?
the
With
one
De Jong,
the
he
one
kept
that was
trying-
actually good. The one that was actually good that would be so perfect for us was Gravenberch, and he didn't sign him.
No, but he kept calling De Jong, and De Jong kept declining. So
No. De Jong wanted to go on, but Barcelona are just corrupt and didn't want to give him his money. So he did because Barcelona wanted us to pay the transfer fee, an extra 18 million, because they owe him 18 million. He said yes, he wanted to join, but they didn't want to give up the 18 million. De Jong didn't decline.
They
So
wanted
De Jong wanted to
if
join.
you want him, you got to pay his wages as well.
Exactly, that's
Robbie
what I'm
needs
saying.
to go to
Corruption.
Leverkusen, please.
How can you still owe a footballer 18 million?
Please, Robbie to Leverkusen, please. Make it happen.
Leverkusen,
Make it
did you
happen.
say?
Yeah.
Bro, they
man.
ended up fucking dunking on me. Fuck off. No, my luck. Probably
Oh,
scores a fucking hat trick against Neuer, bro.
bro, Como was interested in him, but he rejected them. Freaking hell, man.
Yeah, that's facts.
Van der Beek
yeah.
was a good player.
What a
Yeah,
player.
he was.
Well,
He was good.
was he though?
Ajax, he was, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's the fucking Dutch league, isn't it?
Both him and De Ligt. I think De Ligt before Juve was a brilliant defender.
Facts.
The list still is good though.
I still don't understand that appointment. I don't get why you go to Juve at that time. Because he met with
Because
Bayern.
Ronaldo told him to.
No, well, Ronaldo's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Apparently, he was convinced.
That's why I think he left the same summer as Ronaldo, no? Or the summer after.
No,
Yeah,
I
he
think
left in 2019 after
No,
the
no,
semi.
he left Juventus same summer.
Oh,
as Ronaldo.
yeah.
No, wait, he left
No,
Juventus
no,
last
no,
season, didn't he?
no.
No, we left Bayern last season.
Oh,
season-
yeah, he signed for Bayern, didn't he? Shit, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, bless up to everybody. That recent comment's mad. Anyway, let's skip it. Bless up to everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Smash likes, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Everyone's link is in the description. So go.
Are you wrapping up?
Yeah. Charlie is obviously in the description. Alf's in there. Touchline's in there. Michael's in there. Obviously, Lewis doesn't have a channel, but the Millwall View is coming soon. So
Absolutely, the Millwall View is coming soon. Once we go to the Prem, it's treble talks from here
Oh,
on out.
shit.
All right.
Oh, shit.
So,
Millwall. No
yes, sir.
chance.
Listen,
Yeah, that same
everyone
season,
says no chance till you see us in the Prem and we start 10-0 in everybody. So
Bro,
don't you?
Millwall were in the playoff positions last season and they bottled it on the final day. against
Yeah,
Burnley.
we're not gonna talk about that. That was AI.
This is
That was
No,
AI.
no.
This is coming from a man that lives about 20 minutes away from the Den.
That it's AI.
Bro, every time I go London Bridge, I see their shithole stadium, bro.
The
Not,
Valley
listen, Millwall fans, I'm joking, by the way. If you're a Millwall
the
fan,
Valley looks better.
yeah, I'm saying. Just before I get some angry pisshead coming after me with skinhead or some shit.
What you say about my fucking club?
What'd you fucking say?
fuck's sake.
I fucking do you.
Pause.
Oh, yeah. Big boss.
Hey, yo.
Fucking brother.
Brother,
But yeah, bless up to everybody. Smash like, hit the subscribe button. Touch live. If you go live, I could be live for around 20 minutes, bro, and then I'll hop on, all right?
Say nothing. Okay, I'll start in 20 minutes. So.
Yeah, bless up. But yeah, big up to everyone. I'm going to redirect you to my stream. I'm going to be talking about Tom Bishop and Jonathan Tah. They did a press conference. I want to know what they said. Please don't be some bullshit like Max Serbo, I beg. But yeah, bless up to everybody. Smash likes, hit the subscribe button, and until then, we're out of here. Mia Samia. Peace out, people.